Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We are here with your universal agenda before your readings.
Yes. This is for the month of March.
For the month of March, indeed. Man, has this year gone so fast. We've been trying to do much better getting these monthlies recorded, so hopefully that's doing it for you guys. I think we're going to have to say we're going to skip possibly, and the moon. We don't have time to do the moon by now.
We don't always have time to do the moon. We try to do the moons. We most of the time do the moons, but every now and then
something happens, like we get sick. And business picks up at the same time, so you gotta pick.
Yeah, but we wanted to make sure we get to these monthlies for you. But to get us started, let's talk about what's going on transit-wise for the month of March.
So, for March transits, this is gonna be one crazy energetic month. I feel like because Saturn is moving into Aquarius later at the end of this month, we are officially moving in to finding the new boundaries for the age of Aquarius. I feel like this is a really big beginning for that energy setting in. So we've been talking about the age of Aquarius for a long time now, like 50, 60 years, and people have been arguing about when it begins, but that's when I feel like it's starting. And so let's get started anyway.
Would you say when it's starting or when it's hitting its peak?
Oh, definitely not hitting its peak yet.
Okay.
Absolutely not near its peak. It's. I feel like that's when you're feeling the boundaries of it close, because Saturn is all about boundaries. But that Saturn's moving into Aquarius means the boundaries around the Aquarian rules, what the Aquarian way, it has sort of started to set in and become concrete.
Okay.
Which is usually air water element. So it's something that's actually turning into something that's more settled and solidified and boundarified and real. So that's how I feel about it. That's a good question. There are no dumb questions. Anyway, just saying for anybody watching. Anyway, so let's get started. Officially, we have on the 3rd, Venus squares Saturn, so Venus is in Aquarius and Saturn's in Capricorn. That would be areas of life that involve personal will and desires of the individual and duties and exchanges with authority, people we love. On the 4th, Mercury will sextile Venus in Aries, and also Mercury retrogrades back into Aquarius, so we will be reviewing our perceptions, maybe revising false beliefs regarding our self-worth.
Right.
On the 5th, Venus enters her home sign of Taurus. On the 8th, Venus conjuncts Uranus, which is like Venus's exchanges are money back and forth between people. Some people like to call her the planet of love also. So but I feel like there's better representations of love out there. But moon and sun included. But
maybe you want to invest in some
I feel
stocks.
like this has more to do with exchanges. What's the socks about?
I said maybe you want to invest
stocks?
in some stocks.
Well, yeah, you never know. That would be a tangible. Taurus would be about earning, so you could want to make an unexpected investment, which is a really good thing for your Venus Uranus, and you never know what the results could come for you in the long run. So also on the 8th, we have Sun conjunct Neptune, which we are in Pisces season. And Neptune rules Pisces energy. So we are having a very high concentration of Piscean energy with this retrograde we are currently in.
Right.
It's in Pisces right now. And we are also just about to experience a new moon in Pisces as I'm recording this. So we are just starting these waves of Neptunian energy. This is the first day of Pisces today as well. Sun and 2 Pisces of season. So we are recording, of course, before March. So we're already experiencing these big waves of Neptunian energy. But as this wave comes in on the 8th, it's going to feel really disorienting. And then we have the moon opposing all of that Neptunian free forms, deepness and depth of spirituality. We have the full moon in Virgo, which is going to be a moon opposed, like moon opposite sun, which is fine, but it's going to be a tug and pull between our heavy earth energies And our heavy Pisces energies is just deep, deep water. So we're going to be going through a lot of rebirth energy, I feel like, probably physically and probably in our bank accounts.
I like the sound of that.
It could be really, really good depending on how things are going in your chart and how you've been manifesting within your soul and what you believe in. Because this Pisces energy is all about what you can dream and believe. Same with Aquarius, knowing what your destiny is. So on the 10th, we have the day after the full moon in Virgo, we have Mercury goes direct in Aquarius. On the 11th, Sun sextiles Jupiter. Sun and Pisces sextiles Jupiter in Capricorn. Then I'm skipping a few days because honestly, this is going to be hard to keep talking about all the transits going on this month. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah, they're just the main key factors.
But I tried to narrow it down. Trust me. But there's going to be a lot of interesting, energetic popping offs. So Aries season begins on the 20th, and it starts with a bang because Mars, the ruler of Aries, which will be technically in a square to Aries energy, but Mars is in Capricorn, and it will be conjunct Jupiter in Capricorn. So it's gonna be like a challenge to do better and be bigger and be stronger and have a better sense of duty within our spines will be coming out. I wrote down that this is BDE and good luck. So depending on that means big dick energy for those who don't know. Now you know. Then on the 22nd, Saturn goes into Aquarius. That's what I was talking about at the beginning, where Saturn, there's a lot of people born in 1992 that I know that will be beginning their Saturn returns. So there's going to be a lot of interesting influencing factors in a lot of people's lives that I know personally, and it's going to be kind of fun to watch, and I hope you guys grow in your expansions quite well. So we can talk about maybe when that creeps up, we can make a Saturn into Aquarius video talking a little bit about that, what it might feel like.
That'd be interesting.
Saturn returns are no joke. So I know there's people going through their Saturn returns right now, and I haven't covered that subject. And I want to say thank you for watching, because that's when your Saturn return ends, is on the 22nd of March. So that's a good news for people having been gone through it, because that was a heavy duty fucking Saturn return for you guys, and the people that are just about to go into theirs. It's good to know as well. So on the 23rd, Mars conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. That's going to be really interesting because they're considered malefic planets. So this could be a lot of power struggles coming into our consciousness and the way we feel in the workplace or building tangible things. We're going to be obsessed with accomplishment. Then the next day, on the 24th, we'll have the new moon in Aries. And then on the 30th, Mars also enters Aquarius. So that'll be a big driving force in the Aquarian energy. Things are moving out of Capricorn, which will be a huge change in energy, but the unpredictability and kind of rebelliousness of Aquarius, this could be kind of a fun popping off with all these Martian vibes coming out as well. So I want to say legit, anything can happen. Predictions are wild. So we'll have strong spiritual themes. Meditations highly recommended, because there could be a lot of destabilizing energies, but something that's a common theme throughout this is a lot of Neptunian energy, and patience and compassion for yourself and others is going to come in a long run. That's very helpful for you guys.
That is true.
And me and you.
If you're into fishing, the best days this month, the month of March, will be the 1st through the 9th, and then the 24th through the 31st. If you are into gardening, for above ground plants, March 4th and 5th. And then for below ground planting would be, for those crops, would be March 12th, 13th, then the 21st through the 23rd. And then daylight savings time also begins this month. It will be March 8th at 2 a.m. This is one of our sage bundles right here that she is actually lighting. You guys can go ahead and if you want to go and order some, head over to Indigo Healing on Instagram. She carries them from
her
us.
Store.
Yes, in her store, she also sells them with some crystals and stuff like that. So you can get like a selenite or an amethyst and stuff like that.
They're adorable little bundles. We wrap them in 100% hemp twine. We go out of our way to make sure that we're not burning anything that isn't meant to be burned or isn't going to be of a purifying energy. We collect very small batches with respect to nature and how sage grows and how much medicinal value and the spirit of the plant. So we do the best we can to respect our collections.
Absolutely.
And,
if this is something that if you own a business or something like that and you do want to carry these, you're more than welcome to get onto our waiting list, and we'll just go from there. But
very short waiting list because we want to keep the collections small and ethically collected and respectful. So
absolutely, that's why there's a waiting list.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, as we keep going,
so
we'll do the prayer in a second, but we want to say one more thing.
We recently guest on Garbage to Guru. They're here on YouTube and also on Instagram. They were super sweet and gifted us
these 2 sweet decks and a tarot interpretation, another resource book on how to go ahead and grow your understanding of the tarot deck in and of itself.
I'm already super loving this deck. It's a very I feel like it's an emotional way to
emotionally intuitive but still masculine.
So
in a way, like the interpretation, it was written by Stephen Bright, as you can see.
It's called the Spirit Within Tarot deck. If you guys are interested in looking it up.
It's soft and strong. It's very, very... And I'm enjoying getting to use it and learning it and catching a vibe for it. And soon I'll probably start using it on these readings that we do. But also, they gave us this mindful meditation deck and booklet, and there's online information. I think it's just basically a guide on how to... It's written by a Buddhist monk, and I believe he's from Australia, and he was writing down practices and basic tenets and chakras and information, everything that you basically need to know to get familiar with the Buddhist tenets of faith and practice. So I that's never a bad energy to tap into. It's a nice kind of a minty green feeling energy for me, and that's always calming, which is what's supposed to be like the Kuan Yin calming green jade energy. So
but if you want to go ahead and check out that episode, we will put that in the link below. We talk about tarot cards, we talk about a little bit about
drugs and
like big pharma and just
microdosing, meditation, breath practices. We talk about physical things you can do.
So if you want to see,
that, I talk about my background. Yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll be in the
description. There's a little bit of
below.
everything.
So if you love our content, you'll love our content with them. So
but that will be listed below. And
so we're gonna bless the cards right now. I burnt a little sage, which is always helpful to cleanse the energy. But what helps even more is good, clean intent. And what we would like to do is to ask everybody who watches this and intends to have their card reading, or to watch their card reading, go ahead and watch this intro. And that way we will get our participating energies and mojos flowing together for the proper, energetically proper reading. But as it is, we're asking for you to bring your deities of choice, your energies of favor, like the ones you like to work with on the other side, any passed over ancestors or people that you love and have the same energy for you, to have your highest good in mind. We ask angels of truth, angels and spirits of truth, love, and light, and benevolent darkness to help us translate whatever messages need to come through in and of this exact moment for March 2020, and that we have our egos be removed from anything that we might feel is embarrassing to say or is hard to say, so that we can actually deliver the words as they need to be said with truth and honesty.
Absolutely. I will be using the Oracle deck from Esther and Jerry Hicks. It is the Ask and It Is Given deck. She will be using
the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which everybody comes to know and love, and is usually in these tarot books that are definitions. And you know what? It's one of the most deceptively simple decks, because nothing's truly simple as it. There's always something deep involved. So you can look at them all day and still not know everything there is to know. So it's good to learn and start somewhere.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to get into the zodiac sign readings for the month of March. Make sure to watch not only for your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your Venus sign are applicable. And we'll see you there.
Thank you for watching your monthly agenda.
Bye.
Bye.